Hi, winners! Welcome to Terry's Tips, guys. Get a notebook, get a pen, because today I'm going to help you increase your personal credit scores on all three bureaus. I'm going to wrap it up into 5 steps to help you simplify the process and actually get results, guys. And I'll do my nugget at the end. So first, I want you to set a goal. Everybody should have a goal of having at least a 700 and above personal credit score on all 3 bureaus. Guys, this is going to help you with personal credit and it's going to help you with transitioning into business credit. Okay, and think about this like your financial report card. It's your financial integrity, right? To get to financial freedom, we have to be financially literate. So having a 700 and above personal credit score is going to help you have more opportunities, more options, qualify for more funding at better rates. And this is where you actually leverage to build wealth and not get into a bunch of debt. Now, nugget right here. If you are somebody who's looking to get a mortgage pre-approval, if you are a first-time home buyer, you can set a first goal. One of your first goals to be a 620 to 640 personal credit score. Guys, I will link my first-time home buyer workshop. I think it's an investment of only $35, and that walks you through the first-time home buying process and what you need to do to get to just the 620, 640 mark, the documentation you need, and all those things. But then after you get that house, guys, your goal is to actually still increase to get to a 700. Got it good. Okay, so step number 1, guys, you must pull your FICO credit scores from all 3 bureaus. You have to understand 2 things right here. Where are you at right now, and what is the problem with your credit? So I recommend you pull your credit reports from My FICO or Credit Check Total. Guys, depending on when you're watching this video, I'll put that in the description and in the pinned comments. Not Credit Karma, not Credit Sesame, not even Identity IQ, guys. You need your FICO credit scores because that's what you need for the big money. And that's what this wealth building ministry is about, helping you qualify for money to leverage to build wealth. So your mortgage pre-approvals, your business credit, your business loans, okay? So you need to know your FICO credit scores on all 3 credit bureaus. And then you need to ask yourself, what is the problem? Guys, this part is critical because even in these 5 steps, some things are going to apply to all of you. Some of you may need 2 steps. Some of you may need 3. Some of you may need all 5. The biggest problem I see with credit, guys, I need y'all to get this. I'm teaching today, okay, is that people try to use one blanket system to fix everybody's credit. That is the wrong way to approach it. This is why my goal is always to educate and empower you. You need to understand what your problem is, then you need to only fix that one problem for you, not apply other things that don't apply to your credit situation. So what do I mean by what is your problem? Is it late payments? Is it collections? Is it bankruptcy? Is it no credit at all? Is it utilization? So you're pulling reports from all 3 bureaus, you're finding out where your FICO credit scores are right now, and then you're diagnosing the problem. This is in step number 1. You want current credit reports, okay? Number 2, bring your credit utilization down to 30% and under. So 2 benchmarks, 30% and under is good, 10% and under is better. Now, what do I mean by utilization, guys? You're specifically looking at your credit cards and your lines of credit. For utilization, we're not doing debt to income ratio here. We're not looking at mortgages. We're not looking at loans. We're not looking at student loans. We're not looking at cars. You're only looking specifically at credit cards and lines of credit, your revolving credit, okay? And a quick hack right here, guys, always focus on the credit card or the line of credit with the lowest credit limit. This is a hack to help you bring down your utilization with less money out of pocket. Guys, literally this step right here, looking at, I haven't even touched collections or charge-offs or hard inquiries yet. I need you guys to listen to me, okay? I have over 20 years of experience. I used to work from TransUnion. I'm the only person on YouTube in credit that used to work for a national credit bureau. I'm board certified. I'm credit score certified. I'm a certified national trainer, okay? So many people focus in the wrong area, and that's why you guys don't have results. So this utilization is going to look at your open available credit, okay? If you have 3 credit cards, for example, let's say one credit card is $5,000 credit limit, one credit card is a $1,000 credit limit, and one credit card is a $500 credit limit. Guys, the FICO scoring model averages all of your credit lines for your utilization ratio. And so this is where it's going to look at the combined utilization and give you an overall average. So it is wise to look at the $500 credit card, bring that down to a 0 balance. Then look at the $1,000 credit card, bring that down to the 0 balance. You may not have $5,000 to bring the $5,000 credit card down to a 0 balance. So what you're doing is you're focusing on the lower credit limit credit cards. You're bringing them down to a zero balance. You're waiting for your credit reports to update. So now you may have a credit card that's at 100% utilization. There's a $5,000 balance on a $5,000 card. You may have another credit card that's a $500. You brought it down to a zero balance, and that's 0% utilization. 0% utilization, 100% utilization. Now when your FICO credit scores update, now you're going to only be at 50% utilization because this one lower credit card, the lower, and I hope you guys are following me, the lower credit limit credit card now being a 0% utilization is now going to average into your overall credit utilization and bring it down much faster with less money out of pocket. Okay, so the goal right here for step number 2 is bring your overall credit utilization to 30% and under. 10% and under is better. And a hack to that, guys, and I have a whole separate video. I will put that in the description of this video and also in the pinned comments, is to focus on the lower credit limit credit cards. Now for revolving credit, you're bringing to a zero balance. I did not say close them. Let me say it again. I did not say close them. Bring them to a zero balance and just don't charge them up anymore and wait for your credit scores to recalculate, but you don't need to close them. You need to focus on some discipline here, right? Just because you have the credit cards doesn't mean use them. If you want to increase your scores quickly and 5 steps to qualify for other bigger funding, zero balance, leave it open, don't touch it. Got it good? All right, guys, in step number 3, this is where if you have any accounts that are past due, any open available credit that's past due, so your open credit cards, your open personal loan, open mortgage, open car note, open personal loan, anything that's currently open. I have not even touched credit collections. I haven't touched repos, charge off. I haven't even gotten there yet, guys. Focus on your open available credit. Nugget right here. For all my vets, you already know, but for all my new people, I drop nuggets through the entire video to help you have better results. Guys, nugget right here. When you're going for financing, lenders are heavily looking at how you currently manage your current debt. That's why making sure your current car, your current credit card, your current mortgage, your current personal loans, your current student loans are all in good standing with low utilization. A lot of times, depending on what it is you're trying to qualify for, you can qualify for it with your current items being in good order, even if you have 1 or 2 collections or you have a lot of hard inquiries. Guys, it's the overall credit picture, which is why I want to educate and empower you. So if you have anything that's currently open that is past due, you're bringing it current immediately. How soon, Terry? Immediately. Okay, so bring your car note current immediately. Bring your mortgage current immediately. Bring any kind of personal loans current immediately. Okay, because you cannot have anything past due and expect an increase in your score. Okay, so step number 3 was to look at your open available credit, installment, and revolving, and make sure anything past due is now current. Okay, step number 4, this is the step y'all been waiting for, is you're going to dispute anything that you feel is inaccurate, outdated, negative, not yours. This is where collections, charge-offs, repo, a lot of hard inquiries. You're going to do this in this step, okay? In step number 4. And your goal, guys, and I need you to listen to me. This is where I want to simplify the process for you. Anything negative, like a collection, your only goal is to have it either completely deleted or at least be a zero balance. Completely deleted or at least be a zero balance. I will link my video how to do a pay for delete, and I will link my video. I did a whole masterclass live on how to write the perfect dispute letter. Okay, so I dug really deep in here, but in this step, you're just going to write a letter to the credit bureaus and dispute the items. Okay, so a couple of quick nuggets right here, pointers. When you're doing disputes, number 1, always do them in writing. You're not doing them over the phone. You're not doing them online. And you're definitely not paying anybody for credit repair, especially if you know it's actually yours. Come on, somebody. Then there's no person out there that can wave a magic wand and delete valid negative items. So the way that the FCRA is, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is what you're exercising when you guys are writing dispute letters. Sometimes you'll also hear call it, an investigation or a challenge. It's all the same thing. Do not let these YouTubers and these videos confuse you, okay? But when you are challenging something on your credit report, you, the consumer, are exercising your rights underneath the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and you are challenging it with the credit bureau directly. And the only thing you're doing is you're putting the burden of proof on them. So you're going to, if you have any kind of collections, any kind of charge-offs, any excessive inquiries that you don't recognize, dispute it with TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, all three bureaus, you're doing it in writing, and you're always including 2 forms of ID to prove that this is a valid dispute coming from you, the consumer, not some credit repair place. And guys, this is where nugget, less is more. When you're writing your dispute letter, you're just giving them all your personal information. You're letting them know what you're disputing, right? The name, the account number, what you're disputing, and what you want the outcome to be. So let me give you an example. I'm disputing, NCO Financial. This is the account number. It is not mine. Please dispute it and delete it. That was 4 things. What is it? NCO Financial. What did you write down? The account number. What is your dispute? It's not mine. What do you want them to do? Dispute it and delete it. See what I mean? Let me give you another example. Let's say you're disputing, a Capital One credit card because it's showing a balance and you paid it in full. Okay, well, what are you disputing? Capital One credit card. What is the account number? You're writing down the account number. What is the dispute? It's paid in full. What do you want them to do? I want you to dispute it and update it to a 0 balance. That's all you're doing, guys. I don't care if you make a list. You know what I mean? Disputing NCO Financial, account number, not mine, please delete. Capital One, account number, 0 balance, please update. Toyota Financial, here's the account number. I was never late. Please remove the late payments. You get my drift? Okay, so what the account is. This is why you need your credit reports in step number 1. Nugget. Stop looking at just your score. If you want to be a multimillionaire, you want to be financially literate, you want to be financially free, you want to transition into business credit, you have to take ownership of this process and actually look at your accounts. Your score just tells you what your overall rating is. It's not going to tell you what's on your report and why things are good or bad. So I need you, king, queen, to go through and actually read your reports. That way you know what the problem is, how to fix it, and even what to put in your letter. Even if you're doing the hard inquiries, guys, this is the company, this is the date, this is the inquiry is invalid or unfair, or I don't recognize it, dispute it and delete it. You can do it all on one letter. Stop letting these credit repair people tell you to write a letter January, a letter February, a letter March, a letter April. That makes literally no sense at all. Regular consumers, when you guys get your reports, if you see 5 things that are inaccurate, you're going to write 1 letter, list all 5 things, okay? So do it in a way that makes logical sense, not this credit repair way that some of you guys have been paying for credit repair for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, and you still don't have any results, and you're still brainwashed. I got to do it this way. And some of y'all could have been got to your goal if you just got a little bit more knowledge and education. So I'm here to help you. Now, real quick nugget right here. If this entire video is foreign to you and you are still confused, I have 3 options for you. Number 1, I have online courses that teach you about credit scores and the credit repair process. So I will link Credit Leverage Lifestyle, which is my premium course, and also a credit training on credit scores, okay? Number 2, if you want to speak to somebody on my team, my entire team is board certified credit consultants, certified credit score consultants, okay? Then you can invest in a one-on-one jumpstart call where somebody on my team will work with you directly, pull your reports, and give you an actual plan for your credit and give you a follow-up as well. So I'll put that link in the descriptions. Or you can invest in a one-on-one session with me. That's a higher investment, but I'll be happy to help you. That's via Zoom and it's recorded. So that's a one-on-one coaching session. I'll put that also. So you have free videos is one option, or you have a course, a jumpstart call with somebody on my team, or a one-on-one coaching session with me directly. Got it good? All right, guys. And step number 5. If you're somebody who has no credit at all, if you're somebody who needs to rebuild credit, if you're somebody who has valid late payments, I need y'all to listen to me, valid late payments on your credit report that the companies will not remove. If you're somebody that has filed bankruptcy, you need to establish, then you need to add credit builder accounts to your report immediately. I will link that video that deep dives a little bit more, but you're going to add revolving credit, which is your credit builder card, and you're going to add installment credit, which is your self account. nugget. To have strong 700 and above personal credit scores and transition into business credit, you need the mix of them both. Revolving credit, which is like credit cards, lines of credit, and installment credit, which is like loans, mortgages, personal loans, things of that nature, where it's the same amount every single month. And then when you pay it off in full, it goes to a zero balance. Whereas with the credit card, the balance is different every single month depending on how much you actually charge. And you can have a credit card that has a zero balance, but it's still open. So it's the combination of them both. And with having credit builder accounts, it's about having the right credit builder account. You don't need a bunch of things, you need the right things, right? So for the credit builder card and for the self, they're both soft inquiries, which you need. They both report to all three credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, which you need, and they will approve you right now, which you need. So guys, it's the combination of suppressing and removing negative information and adding positive payment history, that these two things, doing it at the same darn time, come on somebody, will literally increase your scores 30, 50. I had somebody respond on one of my videos the other day that she followed my steps on another video I had about updating your scores in 30 days and got a 90-point increase in 30 days. It works if you work it. So the 5 steps, and stick around for my nugget. Pull your reports and get your scores from MyFICO or Credit Check Total and diagnose where your scores are right now. What is the problem? Number 2 is to bring your credit card utilization to 30% and under is good, 10% and under is better, and I gave you a hack. Number 3 was to bring any past due accounts current immediately. You cannot see a credit score increase with accounts currently in the past due status. Number 4 was your big one, doing your dispute letters for anything that you want to dispute that you, the consumer, thinks is inaccurate, unfair, outdated, not yours, and you're exercising your rights underneath the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and you're challenging those items with the credit bureaus directly. Now, when you're doing that, you're also waiting for the results. So when you do a dispute, guys, they have 30 days to respond to you, and they're going to respond and say, we kept this item on your report, it's valid, or we've updated this item, or we've deleted this item. So when you do your disputes, you're waiting for your results, waiting for your scores to recalculate to see where you are, and then you're saying, okay, well, I'm good to go, I got my 700, or I want to buy a house, I got my 640, right? Then you're going to go get your goal. And step number 5 was to add credit builder accounts if you're rebuilding, reestablishing, no credit, have a bunch of late payments, or if you're rebuilding after bankruptcy. Got it, good, guys. And for my nugget, I need you to take ownership of this process and hold yourself accountable. I understand they do not teach it in school. They don't teach it in college. We don't talk about it at the dining room table. So many people have all these goals and aspirations, but you're struggling because you don't understand credit. You don't understand finances. You are lost. You're confused. You're overwhelmed. I got you, but you can't just casually listen to videos. What you have to do is really take the time to learn, invest in training, invest in online courses, read your credit reports, actually set a goal, create a plan, and execute. Set a goal, create a plan, and execute. And everyone out there, literally most of you can get your credit score increase in 30 to 90 days at the max. 3 to 6 months. How many, Terry? 3 to 6 months. Everyone should be able to get to their goal in 3 to 6 months. It does not take 12, 24, 36 months to increase your credit. So when you have strategy and you have a plan, you can get there quickly. Amen.